So first off, I just want to thank all y'all for being here. I did not expect for this channel to blow up the way that it has in such a short time. I've only been posting for about 2 days, but this is just a message from my heart because I see how much pain is here in the comments and what all y'all are going through. And I want you to know that you're not alone. I have been through this. Everyone who's watching this, we're all going through this. For those of you who are struggling with thoughts of suicide right now, first off, if you're truly thinking about that and on the verge, reach out to someone immediately. But I know what that battle is like. I battled it for the last 3 years. I was clinging on to life, literally. When my relationship was okay, I didn't feel like dying. But as soon as I was sent packed in the trash, lied, hit, thrown out, whatever, which happened over 70, 75 times. Yes, I felt like death. I wanted to end it all. I was being physically abused by a woman and I wanted to go take it out on dudes out in the street and other things. You know, I'm a semi-professional boxer. Like, I'm not afraid of a fight, but obviously a woman, I'm not going to do that. And thankfully I didn't get into anything out there. By the grace of God, I'm here and didn't get in any trouble like that. But it breaks my heart to know how much y'all are struggling, but I want to encourage you to keep pressing forward. Don't give in to this toxic person. No one is worth giving your life up for. No one is worth trying to get out of here because of what they've done to you. I know we feel like we love these people so much, and I think a lot of us, we truly do love these people. But the toxicity, the trauma bonds, the attachments, all the ways that they've abused us is also part of the problem of why we love them so much. Think about this. How many of you out there have been hurt physically, emotionally, verbally, in some type of way from this person, whoever your partner is, and been so devastated and destroyed and feeling like calling it quits or whatever, and then yet somehow that was the person that was sitting there consoling you? Yes, they did this horrible, horrific thing to you, but then you're there laying on their chest and crying, and they're the one patting you and telling you it's going to be okay. Not, oh, I'm so sorry and whatever, but oh, it's going to be okay. How many of you out there have had this person treat you so horrifically that it destroyed you, but then they were the one nursing you to health? Something isn't correct there. That is not love. The love that you have for them, the care that you have for them, they don't have for you. If they're making you feel this way, I feel y'all's pain. This is from my heart because I've been through it. I feel y'all's pain. But if someone is making you feel anything like this, what I'm feeling, what I'm getting from these comments so far, like I said, we've only been around like 2 days and this has already reached thousands of people. I'm blown away, and I really struggled with even putting this content out there because we haven't even started. I'm about to start getting very vulnerable on here, but I want y'all to know that yes, I have been through this, and I know what you're going through. I don't know the exact situation, and all of our details are going to be a little bit different, but that generality is the same. Toxic is toxic. Abuse is abuse. You should never be with someone who is doing these things to you, lying to you, manipulating you, cheating on you, hitting you, coming at you emotionally, gaslighting, projecting, diverting, all the things, making you feel like you're crazy. Like, what is going on? I know I just saw what I saw. I know I just saw what I saw on your phone. I know I just seen what you did over there. I know whatever it is. Oh, what are you talking about? No, you did it. Oh, whatever. Oh, you're who you cheating with? Or, oh, you leave. Oh, why don't you go, go F whoever you've been F. How many of y'all been accused of cheating when you wouldn't even as much as look at someone of the opposite sex? That's these toxic, broken people. And then you're sitting here and you love them so much and you want them to get it right. And you have that hope because they give you those glimpses. They future faked you, y'all. They showed you a side of them that isn't really them. They're broken and damaged and lost. And honestly, so many of you here, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but honestly, it's good news. You have something broken inside of you too, because if you were truly whole and complete in yourself, you wouldn't be allowing yourself to be in this relationship. Something is lacking on the inside. I know that what that is, and I know that's how I was set free. But I don't want to be all preachy on y'all, but I'm telling you, if it looks like a duck, if it walks like a duck, it quacks like a duck, it's a duck. And yes, the woman I was with, I loved her so much, and she did the most horrendous thing. I mean, woken up in the middle of the night with my clothes in her hand and shoes. I'm butt naked, getting thrown out of the bed, scratched up, ripped up, thrown on the floor, hit. Like somehow this 120-pound girl was able to throw me on the floor. I don't understand that. Clothes and stuff thrown outside, phone broken, hit. I hate you, get out of here. Because I was gonna potentially leave the next day was Valentine's, potentially go on a 30-minute appointment right around the corner in the middle of the afternoon, maybe, but there was a snowstorm happening outside and that wasn't even going to happen. But like, I've been through it. I don't even know where I'm going with that story in particular, but I loved her and I kept coming back, and she kept finding ways to suck me back in. And I know so many of you are hanging on by a thread right now, but I send this video just to encourage you to keep pushing, keep fighting, find the strength to break free from this toxic, horrendous person. They are lost and broken. They're lost and broken, but there's something inside of you that you need to do some reflection of self. Because if you were truly whole, happy, complete, and truly walking with a Father, you would never allow yourself to be treated this way. I'm the chiefest of sinners when it comes to that. I was completely disobedient to God. I was so far from Him. I made this woman my God. When we were okay, I was okay, but I put my whole life on hold. I went from making very good money to borrowing money to pay my bills. I was clinging on to life by a thread. I was taking tons of anxiety medication, drinking high-strung either liquor or very high-content IPA beers, just in between seeing her when I would be away from her until I came back just to deal with the stress in there. The environment was so toxic. It was so toxic. The only way I know how to describe it is like it was literally like you could cut the air with a knife. Like I woke up every single day coughing to the point of almost throwing up, and sometimes throwing up, but spitting up blood because there was so much anxiety and stress in there, because I knew at any second, yeah, we had a wonderful night, love bombed, had the greatest night, I love you so much, and I've never had a woman make me feel like that in my entire life. When she was putting her love on, like, I was on top of the world. You could cut my leg off and I wouldn't care, as long as I had her there with me. But then, as you know, at the drop of a dime, I look at her the wrong way, I say the wrong thing, you say the wrong thing to your person, and then they just completely snap. And a lot of times I got hit, scratched, ripped, thrown out, get the F out of here, I hate you, you're the scum of the earth, the biggest piece that I ever met, I wish I never met you, I hate you, punched in the face and sent packing, and then before I'm to my car, texting me, oh, go F whoever you've been F'ing, go, what? Like, I've never even, looked at another woman since we've been together. Like, go F whoever you've been F'ing, oh, that you deserve this, and you deserve that, and F you, and then you get the strength and you block them, and then my email's blowing up minutes later. This isn't right, we should let love win, and oh, this isn't right, why can't love win? Why can't love win? You just punched me in the face, told me I was the biggest piece in the world, the scum of the earth, you effing hated me, you wish you never met me, you physically assaulted me, you tried to rack me, you kicked a chair at me. I even through all that, hey, I wish you well, I pray but nothing but your healing and peace. Oh, F you, mother effer, get the F out of here. I'm literally trying to pray for you and just send you off well, and you're telling me to F myself, mother effer, and then, like I said, you block, and then the emails start blowing up, and again, none of the emails was there an apology. Not one of the emails was there an apology, but then somehow days later, enough, she finally sucks me back in, like she did time and time and time. I'm talking, lied to the police, made up stories to the police, lied to my friends, lied to my family, reached out to people of my past, people that don't even know her, trying to smear my name and make up things. And then, I've been through it, just like I know you have. But I also know that I've broken free from it. That's just a snippet of the stuff that I've been through that I'm going to be sharing on this channel. But ultimately, it wasn't until I came to the point of understanding how bad she truly was, and no matter how much I wanted her to be right, the future faking, these people future fake you. They give you that glimpse. This is what I can be like, but that's just to get you sucked in and hooked. And then what they're really like is this abusive, toxic person, usually because they come from a lot of trauma and whatever. But regardless of the reason why, I've been through trauma in my life, and I'm sure you have too. You're either going to live in your trauma or you're going to get set free and healed. And all of you are in trauma right now. And I'm not shaming or bashing anybody here, because I was doing the same thing. I have been clinging on to life for 3 years. But I'm flying high now. This is for me, I think this is day 39 or so, day 40 of no contact. But I've been broken up with 70, 75 times before. I've gone no contact before. I've never even come close to making it like this. But I realized what was wrong in me, that I was being disobedient to God. I made her my God. When me and her were okay, I was okay. When me and her weren't, I was clinging on to life. And literally people would see me and be like, dude, what's going on? Like, you look like death. I don't even recognize, people that knew, I don't even recognize you anymore, dude. Like, who are you? How many of you feel like that? How many of you people that are around you feel that way about you? It's not you. It's this relationship. And part of it is you, because you need to work on yourself and get right here for your strength. You need to turn away from this toxic, abusive relationship and situationship and whatever it is, and give it up to God and repent from what you need repenting from, which means not just to stop, it means to turn away from, turn to God and get that right, and understand the love that he truly has for you. When you understand the love that God truly has for you, you will never again allow someone to treat you the way that this person has. And I know what you're already thinking. It's not that easy. God, I get it. I still think I'm here preaching this, but I'm also walking it out and living it. I think about her every single day. Every single day. I bought a ring. I have a video coming out on that tomorrow. You'll get the ring story there. I've been wanting to marry her for years. There's a whole lot more. Like I said, it'll unfold here on this channel. But I'm just telling you, I've been through it. I know what you're going through, but I had to realize what role I played in it. And my role was I wasn't right with God from the start. I heard God from the start. I was disobedient. How many of you had those warning signs from the start or soon after? 2 years ago, 1 year ago, 3 years ago, 5 years ago, 10 years ago. How many of you have been seeing it, the warning signs and knowing the warning signs, and deep down, like I said, if it walks like a duck, it quacks like a duck, it's probably a duck. How many of y'all were sitting there from whatever standpoint or whatever time point and said, you know what, this looks like a duck. This isn't right. Something about this isn't right. But you stuck around. I get it. That's what we do, because we get hooked in, we get lured in. It's a trauma bond. It is toxic. It is unhealthy. It is not love. It's not. You love them, but they're not loving you, because if they loved you, think about this. Think about this. All the stuff that they have done to you. Would any of you out there that's struggling with hanging on to life right now, or staying in it, or giving them another chance, or the what if, any of you in whatever situation you're in right now, think about all the horrific things this person has done to you. Would any of you do a tenth of what they have done to you? Would you do to them what they've done to you? A tenth of what they've done? I know some of you have done some stuff in reactive abuse, and I have too. Not an excuse, not whatever, but like, you can only put a dog in a corner so long and kick and spit it before it at least barks or bites, you know. And it doesn't give you an excuse, but it's an explanation at least. But think of all the horrific things they've done to you, all the ways they've hurt you, all the pain they put you in, all the nights you've spent crying, sobbing, drowning it out in alcohol or drugs or whatever else, clinging on to life. You know, I'm looking at a post right here who's someone talking about what's this say exactly? Very close to suicide, still love him, cry every day. Breaks my heart. I've been there. But I've also been set free, but I feel your pain. But think about all the horrific things this person has done. How many hours, days, nights, weeks, months you've spent alone in a bed, crying, not eating, coping with things you shouldn't have been. Or how many nights have you even spent sitting there laying next to this person, but still feeling like you're even more alone laying next to them than you would be at home? Back to I would throw up and cough up blood every morning when we break up, or I'd be gone. All of a sudden, that was away. I wasn't waking up at home doing that, even though I was heartbroken and all this whatever. I wasn't doing that at home. How about that? But I'm going to end on this, because like I said, I wasn't expecting all the comments and all the follows and all the views and all the everything, and I have to speak to this because I know y'all are in pain. I'm going to have to go, if this continues to grow like this, we're going to have to go live, and so we can do this even more interface, you know, because the comments, you know, I'm going to keep doing that, but like, I'm going to end on this. How many of you, just think about all the horrific things this person has done.
What if this time?
How many of you would do a tenth of that to them? I'm willing to bet none of you. or basically none of you. If you would, then you probably got some real stuff going on, and but we're not going to go there. How many of you do a 50th of what this person has done to you? How many of you would have done 100th of what this person has done to you? Really think about that. Let that sink in. Would I have done even 100th, a 50th, a 10th of what this person has done to me? Would you have done back to them? And if that answer is no, as a police officer once told me, as I was getting handcuffs taken off of me because of lies and being served with a warning, criminal trespass warning from my pregnant girlfriend who was just in her crazy thing because I was checking on her physical well-being because I thought she was in a medical emergency, and she lied to the police and lied about the whole thing and whatever. That's a whole other story. Lost my train of thought there. But, oh yeah, before I forget, what that police officer said to me, female police officer, when I was sitting there dealing with the police over lies that this woman told. And this officer told me, she said, if this girl, she goes, I've been a police officer for 20 years. So I'm not just speaking to you as a cop, I'm speaking to you as a woman. If this girl actually, in fact, is not pregnant or did lose the baby, I highly suggest you run as fast as you can and you never look back. I wish I would have taken that advice because I ended up wasting another year, more than a year and a half of my life on this. How many more years are you going to waste on this toxic, broken person that doesn't deserve you? Back to the original recording now. How many of you would have done anything close to what this person has done to you? I'm willing to bet most of you would say none of us. We wouldn't do anything like that. So why are you letting someone do this to you? You deserve so much better. God has so much better. 1 Corinthians 13, especially verses 4 through 8. We'll talk about love. Actually, you know what? We're sitting here. I'm going to do this right now here live on this right here. Because why not? What love is and what love isn't. Do it. Here we go. I just got to read this to y'all. I'm sorry. And you ask me, I'm going to read this and you tell me, is this your relationship or not? 1 Corinthians 13. Starting at verse 4. Love suffers long and is kind. Love does not envy. Love does not parade itself. It is not puffed up, does not behave rudely, does not seek its own, is not provoked, thinks no evil, does not rejoice in iniquity, but rejoices in the truth, bears all things, believes all things, hopes all things, endures all things. Love never fails. But whether there are prophecies, they will fail. Whether there are tongues, they will cease. Whether there is knowledge, it will vanish away. For we know in part, and we prophesy in part. But when that which is perfect has come, then that which is in part will be done away. When I was a child, I spoke as a child. I understood as a child. I thought as a child. But when I became a man or woman, I put away childish things. For now we see in a mirror dimly, but then face to face. Now I know in part, but then I shall know just as I also am known. And now abide faith, hope, love. These three, but the greatest of these is love. Love does not behave rudely. It does not seek its own. It's not provoked. It thinks no evil. It doesn't rejoice in iniquity, chaos, drama, stress, trauma, but rejoices in the truth. How many of these people are rejoicing in the truth? How many of these people are behaving rudely? How many of these people are seeking their own? How many of these people are easily provoked? How many of these people are thinking and doing evil? How many of these people? Love suffers long and is kind. Love does not envy. Love does not parade itself. It's not puffed up. How many of these people are suffering long and being kind to you? Or are they causing you suffering and causing you to try to endure? That's not love, folks, what these people are doing to you. Love does not parade itself. It's not puffed up. How many of these people think that they're always right and you're always wrong? Wait, I know you did this thing. No, you did this thing. It's like, well, I didn't do the thing. Like, I use this analogy. Like, What do you mean the sky's green? The sky's blue. No, the sky's green. We all know the sky's green. Like, what are you talking about? The sky's blue. We all know the sky's blue. And, oh, you're an idiot. You're dumb. And then you're getting talked down to and fought and broken up with whatever. And then the next day it's like, I never said the sky was green. You said the sky was green. I know it's a simple illustration, but it's like, when is enough enough? It's not love. The Bible will tell you what love is, what God's love is. And then seek that out, and you tell me if this person truly loves you. I believe those of you who say you love this person, I believe you do love them. I know I loved mine. But sometimes these people are so broken and lost until they're set free, and this isn't stick around till they get set free. They gotta want it, and they gotta seek it out for themselves. And for a lot of them, that's gonna be a very long journey. But I pray for them. I pray for them the same as I pray for y'all. I pray for my ex just like I pray for your toxic people, just like I pray for y'all. Christ is the way, the truth, and the life. No one comes to the Father except through him. He set me free from my bondage. I repented from making this woman my God and going back to God. And that's been a journey. But like I said, I'm seeing all these comments. I had to say something. This is day like 39, 40 for me, but I'm going to probably post this tomorrow just because it needs to be said, because I'm with y'all. You're not alone. Keep hanging on. Keep fighting. Keep pushing. Keep fighting the good fight, the fight of faith. God loves you. I love you. Hang on, hang in there. There's no one out there worth calling it quits over. And if you're seriously thinking about ending it all, please reach out to a loved one. Please reach out to authorities. Please reach out to someone who can help you. You're not alone. Don't do it. I love y'all. God loves you. In Jesus' name.